Guys, we learned that how a single developer can work with the GitHub and push the daily changes on the GitHub. But now question comes that how a team member, a team lead work in this branch, and how he can merge the other branches with the main branch and so on things. So basically we are going to cover how a team lead can use this GitHub to get the benefit from it, right? So I'm going to now start it. We have currently a one which is one branch which is main. It's here git branch. You can see this, we are in the main, and I'm going to now create another branch in my local this system, right? I'm going to open another cmd here, right? And I'm going to create a new directory here, right? Which would be the, I'm going to name it to, let me make it a zoom for you, mkdir, and it should be the developer one, and then I'm going to switch into that developer one, and I'm going to open this into the VS Code 2. Okay, now you have a team where you are working on a project which is my app, and a new developer joined you and he need the source code, right? So the thing is, you can go here and you can click on here download and give it a zip file, and he can work on that project. But you will face the difficulties when he will work on that project and want to add the project file, add the recent changes into the project. So you need to manually merge their file into that project, right? Let's say you have 10 developers and working on the same project, so you need to manually merge their same changes. And when you are working in the Laravel application which have a lot of changes, right, a lot of files. Let's say someone is creating a new table using migration, creating new controller, new blade files. So if he added to few features, so you need to manually add those features, which is a lot of work. And then similarly, if you have 10 developers or 20 or 50 developers, it's very hard to maintain those changes. So then Git comes and solve this issue, right? So we have created a new developer account here. You can see this, this one is a new developer. I'm doing this on the same system. It's a new developer and he joined you. So now how he can get the source code? The very first thing is from the this download, but it's not ideal solution for large team, right? So what's the Git solution, right? So here first he need to go inside their directory and he need to create a directory where he will handle his project. I name this developer one. You can name this any whatever you want. So here we don't have any GitHub repository, because this one is, if I go here developer one, and even if I check this hidden items, there is no .git file, because it's a new directory. We previously we have created this in my app, right? Now we are not in my app, we are in this developer one folder. So here we need to create the empty repository. So here I'm doing this using git init, and it's now initialized the empty repository. You can see this, it's now appeared. And now we need to pull our code from our this branch. This is a remote branch. So how we can do that? So very first thing is we need to create a branch here. So I'm going to create a local branch. So what's the command? Remember, git checkout, and we need to add -b because we want to create the new branch. And I want to make this same as developer one, right? Either you don't need to mention this same thing, it's not required, but I'm doing this for remembering purposes, because I'll remember that this one is a developer one branch, right? Hit enter, and yes, it's saying that switch to the developer 1 branch. And if I now I'm inside this one, and if I check this branch, it will not show us because we haven't committed or we don't have any project files. So how we can fetch the project file? So it will be git pull, and then you need to mention the here specific path. At that time we have this path. Just click on this and copy this origin path. So here you can git pull and then paste your stuff here, and it will pull that code from this main branch. If you have a master branch, it will pull it from the master branch. Main and master branches are main branches. You can create any branch. You can create the master branch or main branch. So basically it's going to pull that code from there. But if you have 10 branches here and you don't want to directly pull that code from main or master, you want to pull it from a branch which name is John. So then you will type here git remote origin slash let me type it here, git pull origin slash, then you will specify the origin here, something like this. But for that you need to first link to your GitHub, right? So how you can do that? Let me do that. Git remote add origin, and then you need to specify your origin right here. Git remote add origin, hit enter, and yes, this remote origin is added, right? Now you can pull that code, git pull, and this will pull the, here you can type git pull origin, and then you need to type here main, whatever the branch you want to pull, or you can also specify the full path here. Hit enter, so it will pull that source code from there, and you can see this, it's now completed and returning that fetched head. And if you'll go here, you can see this, now these two files comes inside this developer1 directory, which is empty by default, and we pull that code from there. And now this developer want to add some files into the project. So this one is our developer1 project, and here I'm going to add a new file which is contact.html, and I'm contact page. Okay, and now we have one track changes, and I want to push this on the server, right? So here I'll on the server mean that I want to push that on the remote GitHub. Okay, so git add, because we have one new file, and then I want to say here commit -m. What we did here, added contact feature, something like this. Enter, and yes, one file is changed, and now I want to push this on my own repository. Just type git push, because we have already linked that, we have added this link to our this branch, this developer1 branch. So we need to push that git push origin, and then we need to specify the origin. It's a developer1 origin, right? And hit enter. So this will push this code on the remote GitHub repository, and this changes will be gone from here. And yes, it's pushed, and it will be gone in a minute. And yes, it's gone from here because it's pushed on the server. And if I give it a refresh here, it's saying developer1 have pushes 3 seconds ago. Now developer1 repository is also here, and you can see this, now there is a contact.html is there, right, which is added in a minute ago. So this developer is pushed the code into the same repository. So it means that a team who is who have this application which is a Laravel app have two developers working on the same project. first developer added this about HTML and index file, and then another developer added this contact HTML file. Great. At that time it's works great, right? And now currently this main branch, if you will go to this branch, this one, this main branch don't have this contact.html file. So we will from this developer one branch. So how to pull that code from another branch? This is a separate topic, right? So we are going to pull the code from there. So basically we are going to merge those branches. So I'll do this in the next video, and if you want to support me, if these videos are adding values into your life, subscribe the channel and share it with your friends. So also don't forget to share your feedback, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.